Carrier still trying to get his eye in onto that one. Great beat drop is going to come on through there as the heals come down. As Carrier's just dead. There is first blood over to Smash.
I mean, even though it's been perma, Prio was no flash.
Yeah, Emperor's Divide comes down. Now Ono looking to make his way in. There is a shockwave to try and buy some space, but I mean, there is
game. Zeri's skirmish power is really powerful. Speaking of,
yep, Zeri looking for the angle as the cleanse comes out. It flashes the arrow gorgeously, and the encore doesn't quite work out. Prowling projectile is going to miss though, and the flash out from Korea will keep him alive. But now it is clean up Xin Zhao time, and in he goes, picks up a swift.
When he was on Genji on the pick. And he's certainly showcasing why here again, as Doran does not have flash.
He doesn't. And he also probably doesn't have his life either, as Shiu comes on over. That's a dissonance to complete.
But this is the level 6 Zeri all-in angle that you see in a lot of matchups. Doesn't have it at level 6 in this case. The flash over the arrow. The encore isn't enough. Is Showmaker just going to die as well?
We getting that certification
I got my paper out. I got my paper out.
I'm a little bit worried about this one, is now Smash looking to try and get some arrows into Faker here, who's in a little bit of trouble. Lucid comes on over. There's a great Crescent Guard, but I think Faker is still in a lot of trouble. Lucid going to be in. Showmaker took a little while to get there as the arrow is going to connect. There's the flag and drag. Encore connects as well. That is all the CC, but Ona didn't get hit by any of it. So the Ashe is just dead. Career down as well. And if you had is just the engage. That's all right. There is an engage from Shiu as well, looking for an angle onto Doran. He is just dancing on the equalizer though, as the Flame Spitter comes on down as well. Flash out there from Doran, and the flash from Shiu is not going to work. It's a solo kill, as now Showmaker looking to try and come on through here. The arrow is not going to quite connect, as there is still a shockwave here. Showmaker still trying to find it. Another flag and drag comes down, but the final chapter is still there. Ulti from Pays. And look at this. It's basically 1 versus 2. Sorry, 1 versus 3.
With this draft, this setup, as oh man, this is Doran. He has his Haunting Geist, which is actually insanely high value in extended fights like this. And the Equalizer did so much work. Then this flash, he gets the slow, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, it was a flash harpoon as well. That was so sick. The little pen here, that's very cute. Great encore, but the cleanse is there for Pays, who's just going to end Smash before he could do anything. Oh god, it's one of these games, isn't it? As finally, the Zeri will go down, but not before picking up.
Maybe you kill this guy.
Well, looking for an arrow onto Faker. They will be able to find it. Shockwave is there for Showmaker, and he does press that button. Cataclysm comes down, but it doesn't stop Faker from getting out. His flash does come on through. There's the flash over the wall, and there is the Jarvan picking up the kill. The rest of T1 looking to come on in here, though, as the teleport from Doran does get him up, but the teleport out from Showmaker will allow him to escape, as now Pays and Carrier looking for the angle. Extendo Beam, not quite going to find Lucid, but I think this Jarvan is still going to die.
He's got exhaust.
Turret here. Shiu does stand beside him, but Ona's going to be able to finish that one off. And now Shiu might be in a little bit of strife as well. Prowling projectile doesn't quite work, as now the Crescent Guard. Ona is going to be taken down, but the Ashe immediately dead. This Pays guy just doing so much damage, as Shiu really wants to find it. There's the Q to finish him off, and now Doran comes in. He's got the damage. Showmaker now gets missed by the harpoon though, and so now Doran could be in a little bit of trouble. Carrier trying to make sure that he's as scary as Pays, but it looks a little different here, as Doran is going to get taken out. DK finally actually keep themselves alive though, because Pays has a kitty cat, and he's not afraid to use it. Korea now completely separated from the rest of his team. Does find an encore onto Faker, but now Pays wants to skate his way in, and just an extendo beam is going to be enough. Shiu's not going to be too worried about that one. Is now looking for an angle towards Ona as they go for the turn. There's a shockwave, but it's only onto the Xin Zhao. Is now Lucid in a lot of trouble. Shiu dived forward. Is now Pays possibly separated, or never mind, just in range to kill everyone. Ona somehow lives.
Is it a trick question, maybe?
Well, arrow is going to connect onto Faker once again.
Kill the other one.
Find a little bit of an angle. Can go all out here as well as they pull Faker back, but he goes golden, and now Pays has made his way in. Emperor's Divide hits the air as Faker is going to get taken down by the volley, and now Pays is slowed up, takes a lot of damage there at the same time as Lucid looking to keep himself alive. Korea almost dies, as now Pays puts down the ulti. Doran gets in there with a flamethrower, but diving this turret is a little bit dangerous. Did Pays take damage before us? Never mind. The arrows do come on through, and Lucid gets through the base gate, and now without Pays, T1 should not be able to...
We have this much map control as T1, as Pays is engaged.
They look for it. There's the shockwave. They're going to try and blow him up as he pops down the ulti, and Lucid just doesn't have it. Finally, Pays is going to go down, and Lucid will survive. Now Shiu not dancing on the equalizer this time, but not going to hit the Q either, as he's he's looking to try and take down Doran, putting that Iceborne Gauntlet to good use, and there it is. Solo bolo in the... Someone just overextends. Never mind, Faker is hit by an arrow once again, and will be able to escape. Never you mind. Shiu now looking for the angle though, as Paze just dashes out.
Paze, if they have the setup, if they have the CC.
Oh, they are still looking for it here. As the equalizer is fantastic. Shiu able to soak it though, as he goes all out looking for the angle. There is the golden flamethrower, as Doran will try to help take down Shiu, and they will be able to do it. And now Paze finds his angle. Immediate double kill.
Patient there, and the equalizer from Doran gives them enough space, and that is the end of it.
Yep. T1 with a composition that I was a little bit
what I mean is, this lead isn't a huge one. Is Keria?
Yeah, is going to be face tanking here, and down he will go. Loose goes to ulti. Going to be helping him out there. The flash forward from Showmaker, though, that actually catches Jonas Strong off guard, and that's another kill for Lucid. This time the hook is going to connect. There's no teleport on this team. Nothing at all, and so that is just going to be an easy one. So feeling pretty comfortable on this Yunara. A looming threat, you could say, as that Realm Warp was optimistic at best, and Showmaker will be going down as T1.
Ezreal, they have a lot of... Here comes the Taliyah wall.
Yeah. T1 looking for an angle towards Korea, and there's the flash from Ona. Gets the flash out of Korea, but he's a little bit late on that one. Seismic Shove going to push him back, and even through the ulti, he is very, very dead.
They want to start using their globals.
Well, Lucid has also decided that he wants to kick Doran into a Scion. That was beautifully played. Keria is going to be there, and everyone else is turning up as well. Lucid will break the tether and then safeguards away. He's going to be able to take them on a merry jaunt through the jungle. As Showmaker getting some plates on the other side. Let's see whether Lucid can actually execute himself. He might actually be at... Never mind. Faker is able to get it, and there's down. Does get the knockup, but there's Keria here as well. So Keria's just really dead. Yeah, we have Chemtech Soul, as there is the ulti out of Ona, like you were talking about. They just decide to kill Smash. This is kind of what we were talking about, as the eye, I think, is not going to get picked up. It's a double here for Paze, as Lucid going to be able to take more. Yep, Ona is going to be able to get the stun. Seismic Shove does go wide, though, as Showmaker is still getting a fair bit of work done here. Lucid goes in, and then tries to go out, but explodes, tethered up there by Keria, and Showmaker once again sidesteps here. Yeah, Lucid is going to try and make something happen. Seismic Shove now on cooldown, as there is the mini stun into the wall, and Lucid is able to lock down that kill. So there's a little bit back here for DK. A little bit of redemption,
yeah. All right, feeling better about this one. This also could be a freebie.
Yeah, the flash in from Doran as he looks to just eviscerate Showmaker, and that absolutely works, as now Smash tries to arcane shift himself out of the way, and there is the knock-up onto Paze. In the meantime, though, as Lucid outplays, finds the angle onto Doran, and the gank in the mid lane does not quite work out. So maybe we were signing the obituary for DK a little early.
I don't know why. I mean, Lucid is also going to die slowly again, it looks like. Don't think he'll be able to get the execute, but
I think he will, because I don't think he's been touched for quite some time.
I just don't think he gets that time.
Yeah, he needs to die ASAP. As Paze, let's see whether he hits him with something. No, Slurkle doesn't land, and Lucid is going to dictate his own fate here. Danny will go to a minion.
After they get the kill onto Showmaker, that's when the magic happens here. So watch it from Lucid's perspective.
Gets it. That was pretty cute. Just don't like it.
But Showmaker may be dead again.
Yeah, Showmaker doesn't like it either, as he is just really dead. Ona going to be able to pick that one up.
His TP back right now. Completes his mana.
Yeah, Korea, unfortunately, not going to quite find that hook, as, oh god, the Arc of Ruin is just too scary, and Korea punished immediately. As soon as that hook's on cooldown, he is just not really able to do much of anything at all, as Paze still has a bit of ulti running, as still fair bit back, as Showmaker is doing a bunch of work, but Lucid just going to get shut down by Doran, and they're going to look for even more. Showmaker under the turret is not able to survive.
He didn't have TP.
Oh, there's the kick flash as Faker out of position potentially, but does just shove Lucid back. And now Ona's going to turn up. There's a teleport in from Doran as well. Lucid immediately punished as a hook is going to connect, and the Scion is at least able to get some work done here towards Doran, but he gets a big old shield. We're going to check out a replay for a moment, but now we are back to watching Shiu die. We couldn't actually show on camera what had just happened, and so therefore we just panned away.
Censored!
Yep, censored 100%, and I appreciate it a lot. Gonna have a look at that replay. Meanwhile, in live, Lucid is dying, and Doran is just gonna do some flips and land on his head.
Production,
we'll go to the Lee Sin.
They really just want to shelter D+ fans today, and I think it's maybe warranted.
Oh, stationary target. There we go. Never mind, he's just dead. sometimes you hit the hook and it's not exactly what you want to see. As Shiu's on the wrong side of the wall, Faker also just going to come on in there and eviscerate Smash. Owner turns up as well as Showmaker is just kept out with that Aegis. And Shiu is a zombie, but not for very long. This game is done. And now the Weaver's Wall from Faker as he looks to try and start this fight off. Korea taking a lot of damage as he gets a big old shield. There's a flash out from Faker though. True Shot Barrage is decent as Showmaker is stunned up. The hook is going to connect onto Owner, but he survives and Doran dives into the backline and just destroys them. What was that damage? The Scion is able to punish him, but this is game over, ladies and gentlemen. Pei's able to finish off the Scion and
to Hong Kong try to fight their way to face old rivals in Gen G.
Yeah, Korea almost dies on his fountain, but will be spared.
Damage on both sides as Doran.
Yep, there's the gate, as we're going to need to throw out the Ragnarok. Let's see whether this kill can actually come through. The undertow, not enough, and first blood goes to Doran with the help.
Missing.
Well, in the meantime, Red White Gun's here for Pei's, and Smash is going to have to try and cull him down. There's the bubble that connects, but it's just last hit by the Moonlight Vigil. And Pei's is on the board. Showmaker can try and take him off that board, though, as point blank, the charm will connect.
As well. As I watch this from his perspective, he hits level 6, goes in for it.
Oh, meanwhile, there's more stuff happening in live, but flashes after, last hits with the ulti. And in live, we're just going to be backing away.
Yeah, in live, looking like Red White's still set up here for Pei's with no ult and no sums. He has to be very careful.
Doesn't have a lot of Severum left, but I think he'll be okay with that. As Ona will be able to help clear out some vision. First Drake still hasn't gone down. As Lucid looking to dash around this fight. Ona gets a lot of damage taken, and the ulti follows him. Smashed to the ground by Lucid.
As Doran is going to look to stop it back, and maybe look for more.
Yeah, as Ragnarok actually going to be used here. Let's see whether Doran actually wins out on this fight. As into the brush he goes. There's the flash to follow. Will he have it? No, he does not. Doran just ends the Viking, and down he falls once again.
And Showmaker also may be in trouble.
Yeah, looking for an angle himself, as now the charm is going.
As Flash, they can try to make this work.
Let's see whether it does work out as the bubble is going to connect. That means that the public execution comes down. Wild Growth is fantastic as Carrier will be able to take one back, as now Lucid looking for it on a pace. He has Red White, but it is not enough. The Ambessa will reign supreme as Ona just finds the angle, and he's looking to taste even more fear as Lucid dashes, and the smite comes down to make sure that it's paid
here. TP.
Yeah, Showmaker does have his teleport available as well, as they do steal away the dragon, so that's Drake number 2 going on over to D+, as there's the charm connecting. Great Wild Growth to keep Doran alive for even longer, and he'll cut up Smash! He'll finally go down, but the damage is being done as Lucid off on the backline. The slow is fantastic from that undertow.
To Mountain, or Infernal Soul.
Yeah, we're fighting once again, as Owner is just going to look to try and kill this Viking. Probably do the Baron.
He does have his teleport now, and I think he's going to have to use it.
Yep, Showmaker looks for the Orb of Deception as now Smash gets a lot of damage onto Doran. This Lucian is very scary as Lucid. Can you do it again? That's the question. The answer is absolutely not. He's not even able to get into the pit. As now T1, can you escape? As Doran gets in there with them, and now the Olaf thinks that it's his time to shine. Goes in, immediately goes out. As now Pei's gets on forward. That's the public execution, and Faker gets smashed down to the ground. Smash now looking for an angle himself as over the wall he goes, but it looks like just one for the moment as T1, they are walking the wrong direction. Trying to keep their Baron alive as Lucid, the only one without fear by the looks of things. Pei's is at full health and Lucid's just dead. There is the Dominus, but the bubble is going to be good, and Showmaker finds the angle to shut down T1. Dex now?
Probably.
That might be actually a thing. Although I think, here we go. Out comes Owner, kind of regrets the decision as now Shiu is on the side, but does have the rest of the teammates coming on over as Faker is able to sidestep. Great charm, max range, and they're looking to try and turn it. Remember, he doesn't have the Zonyas. Oh my god, Pei's! What was that? He just explodes, and T1, they will not go quietly into this good night. They will go quite loudly, and now their Nexus is going to explode.
Where my Zahin is, I have a control word here, so you can chase me through that brush if you want. Now the Zahin's going to show up.
Yeah, there's a Petrifying Gaze, though, as Faker, he might just die as Showmaker doesn't have his flash, and Ona tries to make his way over. Another poison comes on through as Faker walks up, flashes away, and Ona should be able to finish this one off. Showmaker, though, does does have to get the flash out for Ona to be able to pick up that kill. Man, that was close. As now Lucid looking for a little bit of an angle here as he gets over the wall. Flashes on forward. Can he get the Ona? The answer's no. Too many knockups, and they outplay the monkey.
Oh, Lucid's face, Atlas. I don't know. I gave it my all.
To be perfectly okay, he's dead again. And the problem is...
So, I mean, tries to sidestep, like you said. As now we have chains.
Yeah, and there is no ulti available here for Korea. Good flash there from Pays as Smash just trying to do enough damage to stop them from killing his cow, as another couple of autos from Carrier will be required. Grand entrance to finish him off. And kill Lucid here as well. Gets that information, chains connect, and he picks up a Cyclone for himself as well. Now you've got Faker trying to move on in. Justice Punch does get interrupted by the Cyclone, and there's a petrifying gaze as Doran has to try and get out of there, but Lucid gets the extra range on the Q, and now Faker looking to try and turn this. Ona gets the pullback. My God, Ona Zahen is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been at this point in the game, early on, as Doran. Speaking of Doran.
Yeah, can he hop his way out of this one? This time doesn't get the extra bounce as the flash comes on in. Good knockback, Grim Deliverance, and the delivery is hustle here, as Faker's going to be moving in first. Headbutt out. Good Justice Punch, though, to avoid that, as now Smash is in a lot of trouble. The quickness comes on through, but Carrier is a long way away from the rest of his team.
This game for T1 is Faker.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
That was about the angle that he dodged it on his Riven back in the day.
But, okay, this might be a bridge too far.
Well, Lucid is going to smite him, and there is a dead Faker. So that is all. Yeah, Lucid moving on in there, but this Rift Herald is down very low. Teleport does get Showmaker up there, as there is the Cyclone. Grim Deliverance comes on down. Rise is pretty good, as now Carrier just getting himself out of there. Justice Punch comes on through, but we have the Rift Herald taken here by Lucid, and now Faker is in no man's land. In the meantime, Smash just taking matters into his own hands. And so is Faker, actually. It's taking a long time for him to go down, as she will finally find the Hyper Proc, and down goes the Galio. That Lucid wastes no time, and they're going to put down the Rift Herald. Wolf, are you hearing it?
Top turret's already gone. One plate left in the bottom lane. Can they punish Showmaker?
Yes, they can, as he's going to get pulled back. Carrier moving over. Lucid not going to be able to help. And the Snake should be going over to DK, as there is, like you say, the teleport coming on forward. Can they find a team fight, though, as Grim Deliverance kind of avoided here by DK? But the quickness is so good. Smash does avoid it, though. There is a decent petrifying gaze as the Cyclone's there from Lucid. Decoy buys a lot of space as Showmaker does not make it out. Finally, Carrier does fall down, as that is Sivir falling as well, and it's T1's turn to win a team fight.
Pretty thin.
Well, there's a Gnar onto Carrier, as Mega Gnar timing here pretty good for Shia, but they're unable to actually finish him off. The Drake, though, it does go down as Doran gets the Unbreakable Will, but misses every other button, and now Career is just being annoying where he can. He is going to die, but can the rest of them get out? That is the question. As Shiu, maybe the answer is no. As Showmaker trying to offer some damage back, the chains go wide, but Ona finds his, and Shiu is just going to fall. Steric's not enough.
It's a tough one, but if they pilot this well, got the Alistar ult in tow.
It's going to take a while for it to go down as Chains of Corruption hits a decoy. Let's see whether Lucid can utilize that, as they do get the vision of this Baron. Doran looks for the angle once again, but doesn't find it. Petrifying Gaze doesn't hit much, as there is a heroic entrance from Faker just to try and get out, but it's Zion that falls down first. The Cyclone's so good from Lucid, but he's still going to fall, and Doran is doing crazy things in the back line. Goes golden with the Zhonya's to buy a little bit of time before he inevitably does fall down, and Showmaker's Conqueror is getting so much value in this fight. It's absolutely ridiculous. Faker has to flash to get himself over that wall, but Korea's going in once again because somehow he has ulti back off cooldown. Smash grabs another kill as the Gargoyle falls. This is their sole point as they're looking to catch Faker in this mid lane. Heba Pulp to interrupt the taunt, and down he will go. He does go golden, buys a little bit of time, but Smash has delivered another kill. They'll crash the wave.
They don't know where the rest of D+ are, so it's hard for them to collapse here.
But it looks like DK are going to look to try and start this fight off themselves as Carrier tries to hold themselves in position, but the heroic entrance only onto Lucid, and he doesn't really care. The Cyclone knocks off Faker, he goes golden, but it interrupts Ona there as well. Grim Deliverance doesn't do much. Faker's dead already. Baron is on D+ this time as it takes down the Zahen, and now Doran tries to do it against Smash, but the flash is too good, and now it's Pays against the world, and unfortunately the world hits back this time.
And you know what, Atlas? You can make those silver effects because we are going to 5.
Oh my goodness, DK, the one team that I did not think that would be capable to set up a reverse sweep, and they have done it. Nexus turrets in their sights, and they will bring us to a Game 5 alive and look to see whether they can stamp a ticket to Hong Kong. The Aatrox into, I believe, a Sejuani, as Faker is taking a lot of damage, but Owner is going to come out of the enemy jungle. That's a flash from Showmaker. I'm not sure about that one, and now he's just really dead. Oh, he gets the egg. There you go.
Okay.
It's like to me is now Doran may be in trouble. The nature is grasping as Xiu gets stunned up. Does he have the snips? The answer is yes.
Especially without setup there on the bottom side of the map. So instead, just index through top side.
Well, needlework comes out yet again. It just kills him. Soul of Olo for Xiu.
Though I think Xiu's like, all right, I waited long enough.
Oh, in he goes. There's the slicing maelstrom. The needlework comes out yet again. Fate's Call not doing a whole lot as he's looking to try and wipe out Doran, but he's not able to down the Rift Herald. Let's see whether he throws down the ulti here as well. As let's see how this one goes. There it is. Pop Blossom is going to be pushed away with the handshake, but Lucid gets in, steals away the dragon, and now Owner is trying to get himself out. Xiu running amok right in the middle of the fight, and the twisted advance, the bullet time, the combo from D+ is too good, and Xiu gets those scissors out and makes them work. The bottom lane is cut into pieces. It's a triple for the Gwen, and another one.
First sweep. As Xiu is going to get ulted here.
Yeah, Faker is going to find the chain CC as well, and I don't think the Gwen is immune enough. Does have the needlework, but it's not enough. So Faker back of this pit now. Teleport comes in. Showmaker is turning up as well. As Lucid,
it's a lot of sticks.
Try and keep this Gwen safe, as like you were saying, that is a lot of Ren stacks into this dragon. Let's see. Lucid now throws out the ulti. Can Owner get it? No, it's another steal! What the heck, Lucid? As once again, Xiu is now immune in the back of the pit. Not anymore, though, as he needs to slink back into the mist flashes. Over the wall, highway robbery complete. Always scout out the area, even if you don't have wards.
Found Doran.
Speaking of which, yeah, Doran is just going to blow up. He flashes in, but the buster shot! They're playing tennis with a cannon! What is this? Why isn't Wadid working today?
And
oh
that's
my
Dragon.
goodness, and now the Drake is going to be taken. That is triple mountain soul point for DK. LCK Cup, surely not. And not on the Baron, as Owner is going to rotate over. Like we were saying, that informational advantage is still there for DK, though.
That Lucid ult.
As Owner, let's see whether he can get it done, as the Baron is smote away by Lucid, of course. Twisted advance to take down the Aatrox, and Smash is going to get flashed on by Faker. He will go down, but Carrier is going to explode as well. There are the resets for Showmaker, and he looks for another explosive charge. Man, he's drawn so many beads this game, and you can see that range is just kind of absurd. Rocket jump going to come in, and he gets another charge, and down he goes to the egg. Korea gets the information, and they will be able to take him down. So Baron for DK, and they'll get the prime.
Into this game is going to be nigh impossible, as Doran is also way up.
Oh dear. Showmaker doesn't have buster shot, so no tennis. As Lucid is like, come on, man, are you hitting it back? And Showmaker's like, no, I'm tired. It was stacked up so far that you get the full value. It feels very, very nice. As Lucid able to get into the tiny little window to break those chains. But the bullet time is just thrown out. Faker is just dead. Pop Blossom under 2. Korea! You absolute madman! He's over the wall! And now it is Korea falling, but it's totally worth it this time around as Doran, he comes in to try and save the play. The slicing maelstrom is pretty powerful. Everyone's golden, but DK are the most gold today as Carrier walking back to the fountain, asking them to be gentle, and they're going to say absolutely not.